Hey girl, let's talk. Okay, how many times, how many chances, how many, how encouraging we are to our kids, right? Like we're like their number one cheerleader, right? They spill juice 1,000 times a day because they keep doing the same thing we tell them not to do. We don't call them a failure or whatever. We just encourage them to try to not make the mistake and help them along the way, right? If they forget their homework, we don't call them a failure. We figure out ways so that they don't forget their homework in the future, whatever it is, right? Like whatever mistakes or challenges they're having, we are their number one cheerleader. We encourage them, we help them be better, we help them move through it. We don't call them a failure, we don't give up on them, we don't just throw it all away because they've messed up one or two times, right? Like think about how many times a day your kid does something that you're like, why are you doing that? Like I've told you not to do that. But how many times you stay patient and grounded and help them work through it. And then I want you to think about how can you take that same energy that you give your kids on a day-to-day basis and give it to yourself, right? That patience, that encouragement, that never ending unconditional love. How can we give that to ourselves, right? Because a lot of the times when we mess up, when we, miss a workout or eat off plan or have a really shitty day, we're like, you're a failure, you suck, we're not going to do this anymore. Like you are just so mean to yourself. You beat yourself up. And how much more wildly successful, wildly happy would you be if you became the same type of cheerleader for yourself that you are for your kids? And trust me, we're all guilty of this. We're all guilty of beating ourselves up when we know we have the ability to not be that way because we see it. We see that we have the kindness, compassion, cheerleader vibes when we are dealing with our kids. Like drop a me if you can relate to any of this. If you're like, oh shit, like, yeah, this is me. I'm this mom. I'm so nice and gentle and encouraging to my kids, and I'm so mean and harsh to myself. Because it really is like that. Like if our kids miss their homework, spill juice, forget to do a chore, whatever, we don't call them a failure. We don't make them feel bad. We just help them get back on track. But then when we miss a workout or, things don't go exactly as we plan them, we start calling ourselves a failure. We start beating ourselves up. And I just don't know why we are like that to ourselves. And I think a part of it is that we believe we have to be perfect in order to achieve greatness. Like we put so much pressure on ourselves, especially as women, especially as moms, to like really be perfect all the time. And when we're not perfect, we're just so mean to ourselves because we can't meet this unrealistic standard that we've put in our heads. But if we just started to be kinder to ourselves like we are to our kids and to other people around us, y'all, because here's the truth, right? Like your fitness journey, your health journey, your wellness journey, it's not a one and done. You don't just get to be like, I'm doing this today and then it'll be done forever. It's literally just like parenting. It's messy, it's unpredictable, it's daily effort, and it is ever evolving. You literally would never give up on your kids just because they didn't listen once. So why on earth would you give up on yourself because you had one messy day, one off day, whatever, one off 5 minutes? I always kind of say this to myself and to my clients. We are like one of the first generations to really be trying to do this whole gentle parenting thing. And it's become such a trend, such a thing that we see all over the internet, like how to gentle parent our children. And I think what would be super helpful is the lessons that we're learning to implement with our kids and with, raising our kids, learning to also implement them to ourselves, like learning how to gentle parent ourselves, taking those moments of gentle parenting that we are trying to give to our kids and give to ourselves, especially when it comes to like trying to hit goals, trying to change lifestyles, trying to make big leaps forward, like giving yourself that grace, that compassion, that love, all of those things that you give your kids on a day-to-day basis, giving them to yourself will make such a huge difference when it comes to your weight loss and fitness journey. For me personally, like when I stopped expecting perfection from myself was when I actually started seeing results. It was when I actually lost 50 pounds, because for me, perfection wasn't the goal anymore. Like there was a time where if things didn't go perfectly, I didn't go to the gym for an hour, I didn't eat chicken breast and broccoli all day, I didn't like perfectly do all the things, then I would just be like, forget this. This isn't going to work. But in this current season where I'm a mom, I work, I'm managing a household, I'm doing all these things, perfectionism just is not something I can strive for. And it's not something I think any of us should strive for, right? Like we should always be striving for progress, not perfection. And that's what I teach my son, right? Like when he's learning to read right now. And, I'm not like, you need to read this book perfectly every single time you read it. No, you need to get better at reading it every time you read it, because progress is what matters, not being perfect at it every single time. And so, implementing that mindset when it comes to your weight loss and fitness journey will honestly be game changing. Learning to give yourself that same kindness and gentle parenting that you give your kids, girl, you will feel so much better if you can start focusing on progress, not perfection, and then just being so kind and compassionate to yourself. Like all the girls in my membership know, like they will hit me up some days and be like, this week has been shit. I feel like I've barely been doing anything. And I'm like, did you show up? Did you show up for yourself every day, even if it was for 5 minutes? If the answer is yes, then you did the damn thing, right? And you're not a failure because maybe the week before you showed up much with more energy, you showed up with more time, with more, effort. But that doesn't mean that the effort and the showing up that you did this week, even though it was less, even though it wasn't perfect, even though it was the bare minimum effort, it still counted. Yeah. And it's still something that you need to praise yourself for, be proud of yourself for. And that same praising and encouragement and cheerleader vibes that you have for your kids, I want you to have that for yourself as well. It will make a world of a difference when it comes to this journey. So that's my little spiel. Let me know what you guys think. Like, if you are a mom and you're currently trying the whole like gentle parenting vibe, let me know your thoughts on like how you think you can implement gentle parenting for yourself, like how you can gentle parent yourself and be kinder and patienter to yourself, really practice that self-compassion and become your number one cheerleader, like how you are for your kids. Let me know if this resonated in the comments below. If you feel this, if you struggle at all with that like perfectionism mindset and like beating yourself up when things don't go perfect, let me know. Comment below. Love to talk to you guys and like, let you know how I overcame it and kind of be your cheerleader for you too, because sometimes just having someone be your cheerleader can be helpful as well. And I could be that girl for you. So just comment below, let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.